I was scanning the internet looking for something, and I came across a couple of photos of some knitted projects that were done with the very large knitting needles. So I did a search to find those knitting needles and really couldn't find them. So I decided to make some myself. So I have here on my iPad photos of the project that I did just to experiment. So what it is, this is the finished project here. Just a little pad that I made with the large knitting needles. So I decided to make the needles myself. So I went to Home Depot, and as you see here on the screen, my iPad here, I bought a couple of dolls, and a friend of mine actually made the needles for me. I gave him the specs and he did it for me. Here are the knitting needles. Okay. So what I did, I didn't have to use this item here because I was going to try to do it myself. He said, no, I'll do it for you. So what I did, I got some fleece and I cut it into strips. Oh, okay, this is not in order. Okay, here's the strips. I'm actually putting it together here. And I cut out on the diagonal 3-inch wide strips, as you can see here. I cut the stitching, the seam allowance down so it's very narrow, because what I'm going to do is join those strips together and make one long piece, which it's joined here together and came out to be 32 yards of just the strips fabric itself. So then I used my knitting needle, which is this right here. I used the knitting needle and I cast on 10 stitches, and I kept knitting. I just took an arbitrary number, 10. Kept knitting until it was finished. All of the 32 yards were finished, and then I bind at the end like this. Oops. Let's see here. And that's this end right here. Coloring is a little different. You can see here I bound off the end. It's very comfy. It's small enough. I think I'll just have my little Multipoo Nyla use that for her little pad. And then after that, well, here, these pictures are not in order, sorry. So that's what it looks like on the knitting needle. And these are the knitting needles. And I guess you can, this is my business card, you can kind of see the thickness of it. I guess it's about 1.5 inch in diameter. I guess it's about the thickness of how thick it is. And there. And that's the pad as it's finished. And here it is here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just let me know. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.